Have you ever imagined a country where people drink coffee made without coffee beans? A place where Bitcoin is the national currency and taking naps in hammocks is part of the culture. El Salvador is the smallest nation in Central America, yet it is full of surprises. Here, women still hand-stitch wedding dresses. Public buses are painted as brightly as carnival floats, and visitors can glide on zip lines over ancient coffee hills wrapped in clouds. This country is also home to the juke dance, the only traditional dance that originated entirely within its own culture. Today, let's explore 15 of the most unusual and fascinating facts about El Salvador. The land of beautiful Latin women. When you walk along the stone-paved streets of Suchitoto or explore the small markets in downtown San Salvador, it's easy to notice Salvadoran women with their petite yet strong figures, golden brown skin, and dark, expressive eyes. A beauty that reflects the warmth of Latin culture. In El Salvador, hand embroidery is more than just a skill. It is a treasured family tradition. From a young age, girls learn stitching techniques from their mothers and grandmothers, so that when they grow up, they can wear dresses embroidered by hand that tell stories of their homeland. Every thread and pattern on the fabric carries a distinct meaning. Besides traditional crafts, Salvadoran women today are also active and independent. Many work in tourism, manage small coffee shops, or produce handmade goods. They are often seen welcoming visitors with bright smiles while proudly sharing their local heritage. When it comes to love, Salvadoran women tend to be thoughtful and sincere. Their idea of a perfect date could be a walk along El Tunco Beach at sunset, or enjoying pupusas from a street vendor. They deeply value honesty and family. And perhaps this gentle simplicity is what makes both the people and the land so appealing to many foreign visitors. If you want me to share the secret to impress a beautiful Latin woman, type 1 below, and don't forget to like the video if you find Latin women truly charming and special. The country with the most unique currency in the world. In 2021, the world was taken by surprise when El Salvador, a small nation just a bit larger than Massachusetts, became the first country to officially adopt Bitcoin as legal tender alongside the US dollar. This marked not only a financial milestone, but also a significant event in the history of the digital age. In El Salvador, Bitcoin can be used for nearly everything from buying morning coffee and shopping at supermarkets to booking hotel rooms or even purchasing homes and cars. All done with a simple tap on a phone. Today, the country has more than 200 Bitcoin ATMs, ranking among the top 3 in the world in terms of density compared to its population, surpassing even major cities like New York and Tokyo. The government launched its own digital wallet called the Chivo wallet and offered each citizen $30 worth of Bitcoin as an introduction to the system. In the coastal town of El Sonte, now known worldwide as Bitcoin Beach, locals regularly use Bitcoin to pay for things like coconut water or a haircut. El Salvador is also planning to build Bitcoin City near the Conchagua volcano, designed to run on clean geothermal energy used for cryptocurrency mining. The media has called it the Silicon Valley of digital currency, with an expanding ecosystem that includes education, financial technology, and tourism. El Salvador is reshaping the global idea of what money means in the 21st century. Would you dare to live in a country where Bitcoin is the national currency? Comment yes or no below. I'd really love to know what you'd choose. The most unique coffee culture in Central America. If you think coffee can only be made from coffee beans, El Salvador will surprise you. Here, people also brew a drink called café de maíz, made from roasted corn. This traditional beverage was once a morning favorite among Salvadoran grandmothers. It contains no caffeine but still delivers a rich, smoky flavor with a gentle sweetness similar to brown sugar. Recently, corn coffee has made a comeback among young urban drinkers, appreciated for its health benefits and the fact that it doesn't cause sleeplessness. But El Salvador's coffee culture extends far beyond this. The country has earned multiple awards at the Cup of Excellence competition, with Arabica beans grown at altitudes between 4,000 and 6,000 feet. These beans are praised for their chocolate, caramel, and fruity notes, what experts describe as coffee for refined tastes. In El Salvador, Coffee is not just a drink but a cherished ritual. Visitors can enjoy a cup on mountain farms in Ahuachapan, watching clouds float by, and later have another at 9 p.m. as a peaceful evening tradition. In regions like Chalatenango or Ahuachapan, coffee is packaged in handmade woven bags and often given as wedding gifts, symbolizing warmth and prosperity. On farms such as El Carmen, visitors can even roast coffee beans by hand. Salvadorans also keep the custom of roasting coffee at home in cast iron pans and grinding it with stone mortars, turning it into a family gathering during holidays. And if someone offers you a cup of café de maíz, it means more than just a drink. It is their way of offering friendship and heartfelt welcome. The Hammock Tradition, the national bed of El Salvador. In El Salvador, hammocks are considered the national bed. Whether it is a small rural home with a tin roof or a modern villa on a hillside, nearly every household has at least 2 hammocks hanging between porches, living rooms, or even bedrooms. Hammocks here are more than a place to rest. They represent relaxation, connection, and cultural heritage passed down since ancient Maya times. The Maya once used fibers from agave plants to weave hammocks that lifted their bodies off the ground and kept insects away in the tropical heat. Today, Salvadorans of all ages, from infants to elders, nap in hammocks daily, believing it is the most soothing way to unwind. Many locals claim that hammocks help relieve back pain and improve sleep quality, and even doctors recommend them for older people as a healthier alternative to mattresses. In the tropical climate, where daytime temperatures can reach 90 degrees, hammocks act as natural air conditioners, keeping the body cool and comfortable. Hand-woven hammocks from the town of San Sebastian are regarded as true works of art, sometimes selling for as much as $300 and customized with the care of high-end furniture. Entire villages specialize in crafting hammocks for export across Latin America, Europe, and the United States. El Salvador even hosts a national hammock festival, where hundreds of people gather to display their designs, relax together, and celebrate this simple yet cherished tradition. For Salvadorans, owning a hammock is synonymous with having a home. It is even a popular wedding gift, symbolizing comfort, harmony, and a peaceful life together. Have you ever tried sleeping in a hammock instead of a bed? You might want to experience the unique feeling of gently floating in the air. If you want to discover more unique traditions from around the world, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any fascinating journeys where every tradition and celebration holds a magical story waiting for you to explore. The unique buses of El Salvador. If you have ever watched a movie set in Latin America, you may have seen the brightly painted buses known as chicken buses. These colorful vehicles are an inseparable part of daily life in El Salvador, traveling through cities, towns, and countryside alike. Most of these buses were once yellow school buses in the United States that were retired and later transformed into the most vibrant form of public transport in Central America. Each chicken bus is a masterpiece on wheels. Owners repaint them with bright colors, install flashing LED lights, and decorate them with artwork ranging from religious images of the Virgin Mary to superheroes or detailed murals. Every bus even has its own name, such as Lena the Queen or El Rayo the Lightning, giving each one a distinct personality. Inside, the ride is full of energy, with reggaeton, salsa, or bachata music blasting through the speakers. Many American visitors jokingly call it a mobile dance club. The best part is that the fare is incredibly cheap, usually between 25 to 50 cents per trip, making it one of the most affordable means of travel in the region. The term chicken bus comes from the lively mix of passengers people, students, tourists, and even chickens, ducks, and baskets of produce all sharing the same ride. Today, the chicken bus network connects nearly every corner of El Salvador, from the busy capital of San Salvador to remote mountain villages and coastal beaches. For many travelers, riding a chicken bus at least once has become a must-do experience, as it captures the cheerful and authentic Latin spirit that modern buses often lack. Apaneca, the Zipline Capital in the Sky of El Salvador. In the mountain town of Apaneca, more than 4,500 feet above sea level, lies the longest zipline in El Salvador, stretching nearly 3,280 feet. But this isn't just an adventurous ride. It's a journey through nature, where you glide above century-old coffee trees with clouds drifting below and hummingbirds darting beside you. The zipline passes over premium Arabica coffee plantations, known for producing award-winning beans. As you soar, the aroma of coffee fills the cool mountain air, and the green hills unfold beneath you like scenes from a vivid nature film. Unlike the hot or crowded tourist spots, Apaneca offers a refreshing climate year-round, making it ideal even for older visitors. The zipline system meets international safety standards, equipped with double cables, secure locks, and professional guides so that everyone can enjoy the thrilling experience with peace of mind. Many tours also combine hiking through the forest and visiting local coffee farms, where you can roast beans and taste them right on site. It's a perfect mix of adventure, nature, and cultural discovery. Every August, the town comes alive with the Zipline Festival, featuring live music and fresh coffee. The event turns Apaneca into Central America's best-known adventure hub, a place where excitement, relaxation, and Salvadoran culture meet in harmony. Daftar, CECOT Super Prison, El Salvador, though small in size, has faced some of the world's most severe gang violence for decades. To fight this crisis, the country built one of the most talked about and extreme facilities in modern history, the Terrorism Confinement Center, known as CECOT Centro de Confinamiento del Terrorismo, designed to hold up to 40,000 inmates. This massive prison was built to contain the thousands of gang members captured during the government's nationwide crackdown, resulting in El Salvador having the highest imprisonment rate globally, with nearly 2% of its adult population behind bars. CECOT has earned the title the most feared prison in the world because of its strict security and complete separation of inmates from society. Mobile communication is entirely blocked, and the facility is guarded by multiple layers of surveillance and inspection systems. Inside its walls are the country's most dangerous offenders, including leaders of the notorious gangs MS-13 and Barrio 18. The goal is to dismantle their control and influence from within. An extraordinary rule requires all guards and soldiers working at the facility to cover their faces, protecting their identities and ensuring their families' safety from potential gang retaliation. CECOT stands as a powerful symbol of El Salvador's new security era, a visible representation of the government's unwavering determination to eliminate gang violence once and for all. The world's cheapest surfing paradise. On the sunny Pacific coast lies El Tunco, a small seaside village that has become Central America's top surfing destination, and a dream spot for wave lovers around the world. Remarkably, for only about $10 to $15, visitors can rent a surfboard and take a beginner's lesson, making it the cheapest place on Earth to learn to surf, 3 to 5 times less expensive than in Costa Rica or Hawaii. El Tunco and its neighboring beach, El Sonte, are famous for their steady, long waves that roll in year-round, especially between March and October. The area has a relaxing, welcoming energy. In the mornings, surfers from the United States, Canada, Europe, and Japan fill the beach. By night, it turns into a lively scene of music, open-air bars, and beach parties that last late into the evening like Venice Beach. But much more relaxed and budget-friendly, El Zonte is also known as the world's most famous Bitcoin beach, where visitors can use cryptocurrency to pay for anything from a cup of coffee to surf lessons. Don't miss Pig Rock, the area's iconic stone formation that appears in countless Instagram photos each year, with stable Wi-Fi and homestays starting at just $25 per night. El Tunco has become a top choice for digital nomads, often described as a smaller, more peaceful version of Bali in Central America. El Salvador's unique national dance. If tango represents Argentina's pride, El Salvador celebrates its own dance called Zouk, a lively and colorful creation that is entirely Salvadoran, not borrowed from any other culture. The dance emerged in the 1940s, and its name Zouk comes from the sound made by the clarinet in traditional folk melodies. Since its origin, Zouk has grown into the national dance of El Salvador, symbolizing the joy and warmth of its people. Zouk began with simple movements inspired by farmers imitating the motions of sowing and harvesting. Over time, it evolved into a rhythmic and expressive dance that showcases the nation's rural roots and cheerful energy. Today, Zouk is performed at festivals, parades, and even in open-air workshops at local markets, where visitors can learn the steps and instantly connect with Salvadoran culture. The dance is playful and energetic, featuring hip movements, knee bends, and quick footwork that make participants smile as they move. Traditional costumes add to the beauty. Men wear embroidered shirts and straw hats, while women wear bright layered skirts that swirl dramatically as they dance. Every August, the town of Coyutepeque, the birthplace of Zouk, hosts the National Zouk Festival, drawing thousands of dancers who celebrate until dawn. El Salvador is currently working to have Zouk recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Aiming to share this homegrown art with the world, the unique culinary paradise of El Salvador, in a small Central American nation. The national dish is not made of rice or noodles, but of stuffed corn cakes. This country is El Salvador, and its beloved dish is called pupusa, a thick golden corn cake filled with cheese, mashed beans, pork, or loroco flowers, a native edible blossom that grows only during certain seasons. Salvadorans eat pupusas daily, much like how Americans eat sandwiches. Grilled on a cast-iron griddle and served with pickled cabbage and a tangy red sauce, pupusas have become a global symbol of Salvadoran cuisine. But the surprises don't stop there. El Salvador is also known as the only country in Central America where flowers are a common ingredient in everyday meals. Dishes featuring squash blossoms and loroco flowers appear in soups, stir-fries, and many traditional recipes. For those who love home-style cooking, sopa de gallina India, a soup made with free-range chicken and fresh vegetables, offers a light, naturally sweet flavor perfect for family gatherings. American visitors are especially fond of mariscada, a seafood soup simmered in coconut milk, which costs about half the price of a similar dish in Florida restaurants. Local men often favor yuca frita con chicharrón, crispy fried cassava served with crunchy pork skin, an ideal snack to enjoy with a cold Salvadoran beer. And for fans of Mexican tamales, Salvadoran tamales wrapped in banana leaves offer a distinct flavor and texture that make them a must-try. Comment the name of the dish you'd like to try first and share this video with your fellow food lovers. Suchitoto, the most beautiful colonial town in El Salvador. About 30 miles from the capital city, San Salvador, lies the charming town of Suchitoto, often called the most beautiful colonial town in El Salvador. It preserves its 16th and 17th century Spanish architecture, with cobblestone streets, whitewashed walls, and red-tiled roofs cascading down the hillside. Suchitoto is also famous for its colorful murals that decorate nearly every corner. Walking through its alleys feels like flipping through a vivid storybook about Salvadoran culture and history, making it a paradise for photographers and art lovers alike. Nearby, the town of Ataco offers a different yet equally stunning charm. Known as the mural capital of El Salvador, every wall here tells a story about coffee farmers and local folklore. Visitors can stop by the many artisanal coffee shops to enjoy a cup brewed from beans grown on volcanic soil. Savoring the pure taste of Central American coffee, Suchitoto is also home to the country's oldest traditional weaving village, as well as vibrant flower festivals and family-style restaurants where you can taste local dishes like freshly made pupusas and loroco soup. For those seeking a peaceful retreat, Lake Suchitlan is just a short 5-minute drive away. There, you can enjoy birdwatching, take a boat ride, and admire the lake's breathtaking scenery. Suchitoto captures the heart of El Salvador's colonial beauty. Type 2 if this timeless town has earned a spot on your travel list. Fireball Festival. The Fireball Festival, or Las Bolas de Fuego, is one of the most remarkable and daring traditions in El Salvador. It takes place every year on August 31st in the town of Nejapa. The festival carries two meanings. It honors the eruption of the San Salvador volcano in either 1658 or 1922, which destroyed the town. And it also reenacts a legendary battle between Saint Geronimo and the devil, symbolized by fighting with fire to defend the town. During the festival, participants mostly young men wearing masks, split into two teams and throw flaming balls made from kerosene-soaked cloth at one another in the streets. The fiery spectacle attracts thousands of visitors each year, representing courage, the cleansing of evil spirits, and the community's pride and resilience. The land of color-changing lakes in the Pompeii of the Americas. In less than 3 hours of travel, you can witness a smoking volcano, a shimmering lake that changes color, and even step into an ancient Maya village frozen in time. In El Salvador, the smallest nation in Central America, all this is within reach. Your journey might begin at Lake Coatepec, a volcanic lake spanning over 4 square miles and regarded as one of the most beautiful in the world. Its waters shift from green to deep blue depending on the minerals present, reminding many visitors of Crater Lake in Oregon. Just 15 miles away stands the Santa Ana volcano, soaring more than 700 to 800 feet high. Reaching the summit rewards climbers with a breathtaking view of the Pacific Ocean, which photographers often call Central America's million-dollar view. Not far from there is Joya de Seren, a UNESCO World Heritage Site known as the Pompeii of the Americas. This ancient Maya village, buried under volcanic ash over 400 years ago, preserved every detail of daily life from cooking fires to grinding stones, offering a rare glimpse into the past. On your return trip, you can explore the Ruta de las Flores, the country's most famous scenic route, lined with mountain towns, flower markets, and cafes serving some of the best Arabica coffee in the world. It's a must-see for any traveler. If you love nature, Cerro Verde National Park is another highlight. Here, you can wander through lush forest while admiring 3 volcanoes at once, an experience so extraordinary that even Hawaii can't always compare. The Land of Volcanoes. This small yet geologically dynamic country is home to more than 100 volcanoes, with over 20 still considered active, making it one of the most volcanically dense nations on Earth. Towering giants like Santa Ana, San Miguel, and Izalco rise majestically above the landscape, shaping not only the country's topography but also its culture and identity. Izalco, for instance, was once called the Lighthouse of the Pacific for its continuous eruptions that guided sailors at night. While volcanoes can bring risks such as earthquakes and eruptions, they also offer remarkable benefits. Beneath the Earth's surface, El Salvador harnesses geothermal energy from volcanic heat to produce clean, renewable electricity, significantly reducing dependence on fossil fuels. This makes the country a regional leader in sustainable energy innovation. In addition, volcanic ash plays a vital role in enriching the soil, creating some of the most fertile farmland in Central America. These mineral-rich soils are ideal for growing a variety of crops, most notably El Salvador's world-renowned coffee. Known for its smooth flavor and rich aroma, the combination of altitude, volcanic minerals, and tropical climate provides perfect conditions for cultivating premium quality coffee beans that are exported globally. Beyond their economic importance, volcanoes also attract adventurers and nature enthusiasts from around the world. Hiking up the craters of Santa Ana or viewing the steaming vents of Izalco offers a glimpse into the raw power and beauty of nature. In essence, volcanoes not only shape El Salvador's dramatic scenery but also drive its economy, nurture its agriculture, and fuel its pursuit of sustainable energy. They stand as enduring symbols of resilience and renewal, forming an essential and inseparable part of the nation's identity. The land of picture-perfect festivals. El Salvador hosts some of the most vibrant and photogenic festivals in the world. Imagine walking through the sunlit streets of Panchamalco in May during the Las Palmas Festival. The town burst with color as local women, wearing crowns made of fresh flowers and palm leaves, parade gracefully through the streets, a breathtaking scene for any photography lover. In September, the town of Ahuachapan turns into a glowing fairy tale setting for the Lantern Festival. Thousands of handmade lanterns light up the streets, transforming the town into a magical outdoor studio where every frame captures pure beauty. If you enjoy high-energy celebrations, the capital city of San Salvador hosts the Fiestas Agostinas every August. These festivities fill the streets with lively parades, Roman soldiers in costume, fireworks, folk dances, and bustling markets that last from sunrise to midnight. Another unforgettable event is the Festival de los Diablos, where people dress as playful devils wearing red masks and black horns. They dance through the streets, chasing children and tourists to chase away bad luck for the coming year. Through these festivals, El Salvador expresses its creativity, joy, and deep-rooted traditions, turning every celebration into a vivid portrait of its people's warmth and spirit. El Salvador may be small on the map, but it's immense in spirit. It's a land where every smile feels sincere, every tradition tells a story, and every sunrise over the volcanoes reminds you that beauty doesn't depend on size, but on soul. This country isn't just a destination, it's an experience. If you love discovering hidden corners of our world and the stories behind them, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you'll never miss the next journey to another incredible place on Earth. And tell me in the comments, which country do you want me to explore next? Your suggestion might just be our next adventure.